Alright, here's a video review for Iron Factory's IF-EX16A ALLERIA. This is my first time with the mold. She came as a free package. She came in this little box, which is packed inside Ultimate Commander's box. This was like a freebie you got if you order the first run or first release of Ultimate Commander. I'm not sure if they plan on releasing her separately later. I'm not sure what the release plans are for this. But it's basically an Elite 1 repaint of their RC figure. This is my first time with the mold, so I didn't get the RC or the whatever they called her. But yeah, she is a little Cybertronian hover car thing with some weapons. You can take some of these weapons off. The legs do peg into the gun here in vehicle mode. I guess you don't have to. You can just rest them there. But so you can see she's very wee. She's not a big figure at all. Very tiny. But yeah, that's about all there is to her vehicle mode. You can see it's a fairly basic transformation. You can see her legs flip back over here. Her arms peg in to the back of this piece, and this piece just comes down. There's her head. You can pretty much see her entire robot mode here. She's got a couple weapons. These little guns here on the side of her car mode come off and will be little axes for her, as well as this long rifle in the middle. We'll unpeg her feet from it, and then unpeg it from right here. And she's got a clear orange rifle. Like I said, there she is without the weapons. You can kind of approximate the same mode without the gun in the middle there. It's basically just a robot with her legs folded back. Although, like I said, she's small enough that anything much more complex than that might have been a little difficult at this size. So you bring her legs down, bring her feet down, untab the arms if you can get them from this back piece. There we go. This piece tends to bend a little bit when you try to pull the arm off. It's easier to get your thumb on this end of it, right down here by her wrist. Get like a thumbnail under there, and then pry it apart that way. Although it takes some doing if you push them in there tight enough. So bring those down, open up these little flaps on the backpack here, and then the backpack you can see on this hinge collapses down. Just like that. Rotate her arms forward and turn her head around. And that's pretty much all there is to her. The backpack doesn't peg in any appreciable way here in robot mode, but it's solid enough that it will stay there. You stand her up. She's got ball joint feet, so you can get her in a position. Part of it is not helping that I've got a kind of warped piece of plastic here that I'm filming on. But she'll stand up. She can hold all of her weapons. Rifle or both the axes or either the axes. On both these axes here. Sorry about that. My alarm went off and interrupted my video. So anyway, here she is with all this stuff. Just to give you an idea what she looks like with her weapons all up. And posability wise, like I said, this piece, I really wish this piece locked in robot mode a little better than this. You can see there's the tab for where this comes in, tabs in for vehicle mode, but here it just kind of sits on a friction page. If you just have her standing there, it's not floppy, it will stay in place, but it's very easy to knock out of place while you're positioning her. But yeah, she's got a ball jointed head, so she can look up and down. Ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, wrist swivels, which I believe are just, actually they're not wrist swivels. I thought I saw this one swivel. Oh well. May have just been that. Okay, so ball joint elbows. She's got a little bit of a ab crunch ball joint here. Lets her upper body swivel as well as move up and down a little bit. No waist swivel. Ball joint hips. Dual hinge knees with a pretty decent range of motion. And then ball joint feet. So you can get her in some pretty stable positions. See if I can get her on a flatter piece of this. So yeah, there she is. And then size comparison wise, here she is with the armored up Ultimate Commander. Obviously she's a little tiny there, a little less out of scale when you don't have the armor on him. with Scorponok and with Evil Lord. So you can see she's very tiny, but as a freebie pack-in, it's hard to complain because this guy's worth the buying price alone. I really, really like this Ultimate Commander, and you get a free little Elite 1 figure with him, which is kind of a bonus. She's fun. Like I said, it's kind of making me okay. I'm kind of okay with the fact that I never picked up RC, but a neat little playful sculpt. I like her. I do like her face. Like I said, posable. Most of the limitations on this one are because she's so tiny. And I do wish that backpack secured a little better in robot mode. Like I said, as a free pack-in with Ultimate Commander, she's pretty cool. I don't know that I would hunt her down individually, but it's nice to at least check it out. I like playing with... I'm a big fan of like just messing with a new robot, just seeing how it works. So from that perspective, it's neat that they threw her in with Ultimate Commander. It's kind of fun to mess with her. It's not something I would hunt down and pay for individually. But there it is, IF-EX16 ALLERIA.